Hello everyone, welcome to a silly little Minecraft video. Um, I edited it myself, so it's a little jank. I've never edited anything before, but I just kind of wanted to do this for fun. I wanted to talk to my friends and also play a little bit of Minecraft. So, welcome to maybe a series. Probably, I'll probably do a couple of these just for fun. I'm thinking about doing some Twitch streams. Um, because I think after doing this, it'll be a little bit easier for me to actually talk aloud to whoever's present. And also, I'm doing like a voiceover for this. I didn't record any of my voice while playing. Um, so hopefully this will be fine. I'm also doing it without a script. So, um, yeah. So after cutting down my first tree and everything, I found this little cave, um, and started cutting down another tree, I suppose. um, and yeah, I'll let the video play. I'll comment where I need to. You'll notice a little bit of lag at the beginning because I am playing with the mod Distant Horizons, and as you can see over my hotbar there, uh, it is just downloading so many chunks. But as I said, it'll get better. Um, it's already loads better. I had to cut out a bunch of like barely any frames moving at all at the beginning, which is why I really just jump right into it here at the beginning. Um, but yeah, um, if you don't know me, I don't know why you'd be watching this video, but I am Ozzie. I go by they, them pronouns. And I love Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft since 2013, actively playing it since 2014. I've never really had like any big breaks. And yeah, um, biggest break I probably took was, I think it was like 4 months where I stopped playing because I think that might have been COVID. So I had to take a break from everything when COVID hit, but after that, it was pretty nice. You'll see here in the video, I decided it was a smart idea to mine coal with a wooden pickaxe, which would not recommend, by the way. Um, as for my Minecraft stuff, a lot of you probably know, but I've been role-playing in Minecraft for so many years. That's why I got active. I started role-playing Warrior Cats, which is a children's book series, though it has a large adult fan base at this point. And I've just been having a good time after that. Um, I started role-playing in 2014 after role-playing a bit on Animal Jam, actually, in 2013. And now I'm still role-playing Warrior Cats. I love Warrior Cats. If you've seen any of my art, you probably know that. All I do is draw cats, and I just adore it. Um, but I've had some other adventures other than Warrior Cats roleplay Minecraft servers. I was on Mineplex for a little bit. For a little bit, I mean several years, where I was a moderator, which was super fun. Um, and I was also on Potter World, which is a Harry Potter roleplay server, but I didn't do any roleplay there. It's more of an MMO server, which, not really a fan of Harry Potter, like the whole J.K. Rowling thing, but I love it as a concept and I love that community. So yeah. Here you'll see I'm making a chest plate out of copper. I love making my first armor out of copper with the I want to say it's new, but honestly, it's not that new anymore. This new update, but I I think it's a really good resource outside of iron. Um, and then I encountered my first mob, which is a creeper, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it because sometimes I can get creepers. Because I am a Minecraft pro, as everyone should know. But it immediately falls in a ditch. So I go to collect the copper, not the copper, the iron. Realize that the creeper's down in this ditch that I now have to get the iron out of. And then it goes and blows up on me, but I forget to use my shield, so I'm down to 1 heart. Almost immediately after that, I find another creeper. Remember my shield. Another creeper. And I don't get to kill them. But I go back to the little base I have set up for some materials. More copper, even though, like, what am I gonna use that for? Try to sleep, but there's a mob nearby, so I go to seek it out. And I'm definitely hoping this time, hey, I can actually kill it. Which it's the zombies, hopefully. Just the one zombie, so that shouldn't be an issue. And I have this epic fight where my axe immediately breaks, but thank God I have that iron one. And yeah, I do win. Um, which is awesome. So I'm mainly recording this because I've always wanted to be I've always wanted to be a little Minecraft YouTuber. I used to make little videos of my Warrior Cats server back in the day, which you can still find up in certain places, but I will not be sharing that with you all. I think that's too cringe. It definitely shows its age. It is recorded in such a low quality and it has no voiceover. Um, but you can see I think about leaving my little base here. Um, and immediately get impatient for things to smelt, so I just pick them up and run away. Um, Here we have, I've been exploring a little bit after the cave. I see a mansion in the distance, and then I see that cool ice formation, so I decide, yeah, I'm gonna go after the ice formation and hopefully remember the mansion later. Um, find a taiga, and then immediately fall into the water, which is so awesome. But then I collect the sweet berries. And one of the goals I want with this world, I've always wanted to do a complete achievement run. Not like a speed run, but I want to get all the achievements because I think that's just so cool to be able to do that. And I think there's like there's over 100 for sure, which is daunting, but I want to be able to do it one day. And another goal I have is to make a castle. I've always wanted to make a castle in Minecraft, but I always get started and I have such big plans, and then I abandon it after like the first room. So I'm hoping that's something I can do. I run up to these chickens, I'm like, what the hell is that thing? But it's one of the new baby chicks, which is so cute, so cute. Um, and I'm hoping to involve some roleplay elements eventually because, as I mentioned, I love roleplaying in Minecraft. I would love to make a little world around the castle, like a town and such. And obviously, it'll be a little interesting on a single player world, but I grew up on stuff like Athbound, so I definitely know it's possible. Um, if some of you may know Aphmau, she's definitely child geared now, but she used to be for a little bit older audience. And by older I mean I was like a preteen. But she used to do single player stuff instead of like entire cast. which is a little crazy to think about, but uh, what what a journey that is. But it's really inspiring. Um, but you see in the video, I found this cute little hill. I like the view of it. So I'm deciding to make my first starter base here. I'm putting all down all my stuff, dumping all my stuff into a chest, but really slowly for some reason. And yeah. Oh, what else is there to talk about? I started a new job recently. It's at this gas station convenience store hardware store. It's it's a lot of things into one. But it's been going well. I'm working the night shift 2 to 9, and yeah. At this point, I decide to get some water because I want to start a farm with my single seed that I have. And then I totally forgot that what tools am I using to to break that dirt? Oh, I don't have a shovel yet. That's why. And then I come down here. I'm like, oh, I want to make a little home here. Um, I'm doing it inspired by a Korean build in Hermitcraft, where he made like a hermit hole, from Lord of the Rings. Um, and I'm not referencing it at all. I'm thinking completely from my memory, so I'm just kind of going wild with it. Um, but I think it comes out really cute. And then I decide, oh, I need some glass, so I go dig up some sand, um, completely demolish the local scenery. Um, Usually I try not to do that, but since I don't have any access to like water breathing and stuff from uh like a nautilus or anything, I just go for it. Then I decide some gravel would be cute for a future like pathway up there, so I take a little bit less of it and leave it in a better state. Um, I One of the things I really enjoy in Minecraft is building. Um, I I really like shapes because I'm an artist. That is a crazy sentence, but it's true. Um, and I really like thinking about what things look like from far away. Um, I I use that kind of technique when I'm doing pixel art. And I think Minecraft is kind of a form of pixel art, but that's up for debate. And then I add some interesting texture here, but decide well, first of all, I don't have enough stairs, but I decided to leave that little block there to add a lantern later. And then I start to move all my stuff into my new house. Except I leave the chest for some reason at first. Um, just a little quick setup while I'm first getting everything in there. Get some more glass going, sorry for the cough, and go to sleep. I collected some firefly bushes earlier, which, oh my god, I think might be my new favorite block. I love their particles, I love the sound that they make, um, and I think they're just so cute. Second favorite block, just for some fun facts, is andesite. I really love the texture of it, I really love the color of it. Um, and I think andesite is definitely like one of the weirder favorite blocks to have, but oh, I love it so much. You will see later as I build, not in this video, but in future ones, um, that I will use so much andesite. I will have to go mining for it because I I just use so much of it. I decided to go with this glass design, but I'm not really sure what I'm planning for because exactly immediately I'm like, that's ugly. That is so ugly. So I go to break the top glass, and misplaced blocks everywhere. But I think the glass is still not. Oh my god, forgot I did that as well. That's crazy. That is crazy. Um, Sorry as well for being a little scattered. I'm not sticking on one topic for long. Um, I I did not, as I mentioned, I did not write a script for this. I'm just kind of going wild. And there's that little lantern I talked about. Um, but I make the outside look a little nicer, and then I decide to actually put in a door. So the outside is now finished. And look at that. I love admiring it. It's so cute. Um, and then I go to get up. I forgot. I also put out the gravel path that I collected earlier. What else is there to talk about? The new job that I was mentioning and then got distracted. I I'm really enjoying it. It's very casual. Um, and I definitely enjoy being unemployed so I can play more Minecraft. Um, but it's a very easy job. There's no customers at night for the most part. Um, I like my coworkers, which is a good perk to have. I feel like I get along with all of them, and those that yeah, yeah. Now I'm working on the inside of the house. I don't really care about the exposed blocks right now to the outside because this is only going to be the first part of it, and I want to build like a second level. Um, Again, akin to Grian's little hole that he made. Uh, I definitely, if I knew how to pull up graphics, I would. This is my first time, like I mentioned, using a editing software other than like the built-in Windows um editing software that they used to have like a decade ago. But I downloaded CapCut, and if anyone has any tips for editing, I would love to hear them because I definitely, oh, I cleaned it up a little bit, but it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. Um, and as you can see, I put in the slabs, but I'm not really happy with that transition. So I go to remove them, and then, or I get distracted, and I'm like, I need a lantern in here. That's what I do first. Okay. And then I finish it. And then you can see the little firefly particles because it's night now. Oh my god. So pretty. So pretty. I love them so much. I try to get a shelf. I don't know how to make a shelf, but I didn't want to look it up. I get excited about hearing the buzz of the fireflies. I go out to admire them. And then I do what? I work on the other side. There we go. Um, and yeah. Um, like I said, I want to try streaming this. I don't know when I'll stream. I'll probably because I want to keep on working on this world. I'm already hooked on it just because I have an audience. And you normally I don't like survival Minecraft actually. I get bored very quickly. But because I have someone to share this with, I'm more excited for it. I will probably stream sometime later this week. Not exactly sure when, but if you're interested, feel free to let me know, and I will let you know when I stream because I I'm sure the only people who will see this are people I know on Discord already. um, I quickly make it realize I don't have enough blocks, but what starter home is not complete without the entrance to the mine directly in the front room. So I make that a little bit pretty, and then continue making it pretty so it's a good transition. And then go to sleep. And then I'm done. That was the whole video. Oh, I forgot to edit that part out, but at this point I'm done editing. Who cares? I do a little YouTuber outro. I'm like, hell yeah, let's talk about it. But I didn't plan anything for the outro. Um, I'm really excited to continue this. Um, I love talking to my friends. And that looks like that's about it. Thank you for listening.